So we are in the bus for the first time during this little experiment that we're doing, and it's raining today, which, you know, we're farmers, so hallelujah. We are very excited about it raining. We're not going to complain about rain, especially because we're basically in a drought. We haven't had rain in a long time. But I'm very frustrated because looking up here, I'm like, oh, it's got a little water leak. And I mean, it wasn't much, but so it's actually, it wasn't where it was dripping from, it wasn't where it was coming from. I mean, it's like trailing all sorts of different places. And I finally found, you can see that drip right there. So it's very frustrating because, you know, yeah, we see where it's coming from at that point. We see that it's coming from right here, but that's not the source of where it's coming from. I have said in many videos about how, you know, being in a school bus is a lot better than being in a travel trailer or, you know, a regular RV, just because a lot of times regular RVs leak. And, you know, there's an ongoing joke that I hear, the only time that an RV doesn't leak is when it's in the factory being built. We're under a thunderstorm warning right now, and like I said, we're in a drought and it ain't rained in a long time, and when it come in, man, it come crazy. The trees were just like bending over. The thunderstorm warnings say, you know, hail and whatever else is accompanied with it.
Said, like, I think it said like 60 mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail, something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, we might have missed the hail, but we definitely had that 60 mile-an-hour winds. I mean, the big trees were, you know, bowing. Yeah, we're still under the watch or the warning until like 4:15 or something. They extended it. So maybe the hail comes at the end. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I guess that's the struggles of living in a RV, or in our case, a school bus.
So hot in here. These windows have a rain guard on them, so we can put them down just a little bit. And you see here the rain guard where the rain's dripping off here. And so since the wind is blowing this way, we'll be able to get that breeze, but the rain won't come in. We don't want the rain in here. We've already got a leak, so we don't need any more water in here. These over here you can see are further down. Well, that's because since the wind's blowing this way, we'll get more of a breeze and less rain, where if the wind was blowing the opposite direction, we would have these windows up and those windows down. As you can see, these windows have a translucent or a frosted window tint on them. Since this is our bedroom and bathroom, we don't want anybody seeing in, but we can still get the light. And we plan on tinting the other windows in the bus, but we wanted to go ahead and get these out of the way since this is where, you know, we're going to be. We want our privacy back here, so that's why we went ahead and did that. When we travel in this thing, we have to take the stove apart, because if we don't, it's banging around, it's falling apart, parts are flying everywhere, and it's dangerous. And so we have to, so anytime we stop to camp, we just put it back together. It's super easy. Simple as that, just like putting a puzzle together. Only it's got 3 pieces. Hey, check these out. These are super cool. So while we were down in Baker Creek, of course we went down on Saturday night and we left on Monday. There was a lady, and there was multiple people that stopped by and they're like, hey, can we check out your bus? It's super cool. So we said, sure, come on in. And before she left, she stopped by and she's like, I want you guys to have these. It was super cool of you guys to let me in and check out your bus. These are washcloths that she made. They're double layer. You know, this is the stuff that they used back in like the pioneer days. You know, they would make their own, and that was just super cool of her to give us these, just for letting let her check our bus out. So thank you so much for these if you're watching.
What you doing? Are you counting?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of coin is that?
A penny.
No.
Oh, this is a penny.
Yeah. What's that one? What's that big one?
A quarter.
That is a quarter. You're so smart. Hey, how old are you?
And what kind of person is that?
That is George Washington. Did you know that?
George Washington. Not even. George Washington.
Yep. George Washington's on the quarter.
Daddy. Daddy, I lost one again.
That's a nickel. You lost a nickel? That's okay.
Washington.
On the penny, do you know who's on the penny? Abraham Lincoln. Can you say Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yep.
Abraham Lincoln.
Who'd you say was on the quarter?
George Washington.
I just told you that one time and you remembered it. Can you tell them? So the other day you asked me about a pond, and I told you about a pond, what the difference between a pond and a lake is, and I only told you one time and you remembered it. So can you tell them what the difference between a pond and a lake is?
What's a pond?
Well, you tell me what a pond is.
A pond is small.
Small.
And a lake is big. See that lake? See that lake over there? See it over there? See it over there?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell how big it is from all them trees, huh?
As you can see here, guys, we have a small collection of stainless steel drinkingware and plates. Last year when we went to Baker Creek, we ran into these stainless steel cups in their big seed store. We're like, wow, these are super cool. So we got 4 of them and brought them back with us. Well, this year, that was one thing we were looking forward to getting, was more cups. Well, we also found these mugs with a handle. They're pretty cool. And then Stacy, of course, Oscar with Doug and Stacy, told us about these stainless steel plates that she really likes and where she got them. There was another little store down there that we went to and we got 4 of them as well. We're really trying to venture away from plastic. We really like to drink out of the mason jars or like the liqueur jars, the pint jars. They're really nice to drink out of, but eventually they break and nobody likes broken glass on the floor, or if it like chips the glass, nobody wants a cut lip. So that's why we are starting to get these stainless steel dinnerware and cups and things like that. They are Lindy's brand. So we went home earlier, we worked around in the garden a little bit and got some stuff done in the greenhouse. Well, I took my ring off because I actually went and got it cleaned and nice, and it needed to be redone, rhodium plated, and the prongs needed to be replaced because the diamond was falling out. Well, I hadn't done anything with my ring for like 5 years other than clean it. It was gross. Farming is really hard on rings. So anyways, I took mine off so it wouldn't get gross in the garden and in the dirt and stuff, which felt really good to get my hands in. But I took it off, haven't put it back on, and I feel really weird without it. It's so weird. I keep doing this and it's not there. You could see behind us that the storm is moving out, moving on out to the east side, right? I'm pretty sure it's moving on out.
To eat us, to eat us, to eat us.
You are silly. So Henry and I both agree that the storm is moving on out, and Ashley says it's moving on up. It is moving on up. But
I said, it's eating us, it's eating us.
The storm is eating us?
Yeah, it's going to eat us.
You're crazy. Okay, so anyway, guys, if you're new to our channel, we're staying in a school bus that we converted. We're staying in this thing for an entire week off-grid, and we're going to live in this thing for an entire year while we build a house, while we build a tiny house. So we've converted out this school bus, and we started this little experiment by staying in here or with this videos yesterday. So we encourage you to go back and watch the video that we did yesterday and getting this bus on the hill. I think it's an excellent choice where we're at. Don't you? Do you like where we're at? You do?
We seen 3 deer today.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh.
We seen 3 deer yesterday. But yes, we have a awesome spot here. Beautiful view. We've got bluffs to look at, the river bluffs, and we've got a real nice lake to look at as well. So guys, yeah, they seen it earlier. So we will see you guys tomorrow. And we'll see you on the next video. And I
as you can see here, guys, we have
start over because I was singing.